Hi, I'm Becky and welcome to my vlog. This week I'm going to be looking at 10 things that made me happy through the week and telling you a little bit more about myself. So I'm going to start with the fact it's spring, which is just great. It's a bit rainy here today, but it has been really lovely and sunny, and that always lifts my spirits. One of my favourite things about spring though is seeing all the little baby animals, the little lambs and the little ducklings. Just makes my heart sing. So that's been a really happy thing about my week, is that spring is finally here, and yeah, the world starts afresh, doesn't it? I have some lovely flowers. My friends are amazing. I always have flowers in my home and that makes me so happy. And my friend Tracy bought these rather ugly looking bulbs around the other week and just kind of dumped the pot on the side, and I thought, okay, and look, so gorgeous. I know perhaps the Jamie Oliver teapot is not the right place, but I've got no plant pots left because they're all in use. So it's become a plant pot. Nobody tell Jamie Oliver, or my food blog will just, yeah, it'll sink and die. But yeah, those rather ugly bulbs turned out rather beautiful and they smell absolutely gorgeous. So flowers is definitely my number two. Always include flowers, don't I? I have to say though, I'm a big lover of plants too, and scent is really important to me. Jasmine is one of my favourite scents in the world. And I was bought this beautiful, beautiful jasmine this week. Can you see how many flowers are on this? I'll take it a little bit closer. Ooh, you get a bit of a close for me. But yeah, if you look, and it's just going to be in so much bloom. Look at that, so many potential flowers, just gorgeous. And in the morning when I come down, there we go, in the morning when I come downstairs, oh, my lounge just smells so fantastic. Another thing I have enjoyed doing this week is taking photographs. I love to take photographs. I've got a nice Sony camera, but I generally just use my iPhone because it takes great pictures, the iPhone does. I take photographs mainly of my children. I also like to take photographs when I'm walking, and Instagram is a big love of mine, but I kind of fallen out of love with it because why? I don't know why. Sometimes I just love to post pictures and love to look up the pictures. I think when I'm busy it just feels like it's a bit frivolous, a bit self-indulgent maybe. I'm not good at self-indulgent. Anyway, recently I printed off some of my Instagram photos. And what I love about Instagram photos is that they're often just the very ordinary stuff of your life. So these photos just kind of have captured things we've done rather than being posed. As you can see there, it's one of my husband and children walking off to a picnic. Oh God, playing bubbles. With a water gun, things I've picked from my garden, flowers of course, at a festival, my children's granny, at the art gallery. So just little snippets of things we've done, and having them printed off is just gorgeous. Look, that's mad. Can you see that one? I love this photo. It's my daughter's made this paper hat. It's crazy, isn't it? And there's just like a little nature craft we did. Oh, and a massive pumpkin we grew in the garden. So having those photographs is just awesome, and I love it. So yeah, that's really important to me that I do print them off, because sometimes photos just sit on your computer, don't they? And you never get them printed off. And actually, they're so much fun to share, I think. And that's a lovely way to capture our memories. What else have I been doing? Well, I've been indulging myself a little bit this week, and I've been looking for a new picture to buy. I say picture rather than painting because actually I'm a big fan of illustration. I have an illustration by Oliver Jeffers. It's a limited edition picture of a child of our time. A child of books. Gosh, I just mess with my vocabulary today. I'm stumbling, aren't I? Yeah, a limited edition of a picture from a child of books, which is just gorgeous. I have an original Quentin Blake. In fact, would you like to see it? Come with me. Hang on. Right, I'm not very good at walking with my phone, and oh, how do I switch it? I don't know. Right, let's see if we can do this. I'm going to show it you. She's so gorgeous. Isn't she gorgeous? So, yeah, some original Quentin Blake. Oh, it's probably my most favourite material possession in the world that I own. So we bought that a couple of years ago in a charity auction for Comic Relief. So all the proceeds from the purchase went to Comic Relief, and Quentin Blake had done this one-off picture. It's called Bad Hair Day for Comic Relief, and yeah, we bid on it. I see it as a bit of an investment for the kids for the future, but I just love her immensely. My favourite kind of art, oh, and another illustration we have is gorgeous. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'd show it you, but it's up in the loft at the moment because we were going to move, but we're not going to move. Long story. And it's by Eileen Soper, and Eileen Soper illustrated the famous 5 books. And this is an illustration of a girl. Oh, I have to show it you another time, but basically she's sat looking out to sea, and it's called The Explorer, and she's got a book and she's looking out to sea. And I bought it for my daughter because I wanted it to give her big ambitions. That was the plan. But, so that's my love of illustration. Gosh, I'm racing ahead. I wanted to say, my favourite kind of art is pop art. Peter Blake, well, he's just amazing. And oh, how I love one of his pictures. They're colourful and bright, and they're interesting, and they're of our time. Well, yeah, of current times. Look at that great picture. And Bo Diddley, I love that Bo Diddley. Awesome. I like his Eiffel Tower pictures with the butterflies too, and his big love pictures are just amazing. And the way he captures popular culture in such vibrancy is just great. I have a little tin plate of Peter Blake's that says I love recycling on it, and I just think that's marvellous. So yeah, pop art is a big love of mine. This week, what have I been listening to? Well, still a little bit stuck on Keith Urban, I have to admit. Dear me. But yeah, just fantastic. I've been listening to quite a bit of Katie Melua. The closest thing to crazy I have ever known. Yeah, like Katie Melua a lot. Got really cross with Alexa because I was trying to get her to play 10 million bicycles, and then realised it was 9 million bicycles. Took me a little while this morning, and we got quite annoyed. So next weekend is Easter. That's definitely one of my happy things. I love Easter. I like the fact the kids are off for 2 weeks and the sun is shining. I like the fact that we have lovely Easter egg hunts, see lots of friends, and there's lots of chocolate. Yeah, that makes me happy. I have been desperately trying to get fit for this marathon I'm walking in July in a day. And last week I managed to do an 8-mile walk in just a couple of hours, which was great. But I was really tired at the end of it. I definitely need to work on my fitness, but that has been making me smile. I read a wonderful book this week called Still Me by Jojo Moyes, and oh, it really touched my heart. It was about how we can get sidetracked from our true love, and yeah, it was about taking the time you need to sort yourself out, and it was about saying yes to adventures, and it was about how in the end true love wins, which always makes me happy. What else? I have 2 friends. They're fantastic, and we don't live anywhere near each other. One of them lives in Hobart and the other one lives down in Somerset, but we talk, the 3 of us, regularly via Messenger, and they make me so happy. And this morning I was telling them stuff I was a bit annoyed about something, and oh my gosh, these girls have got my back. We ended up just, yeah, they put the world to rights and they cheer me on, and that's just fantastic. Nothing quite like good friends, is there? What else have I got to tell you? I'm pretty sure that must be near my 10 things. I have been trying to eat really well this week, but it's not going amazingly well. I'm working on it. What I'm going to do with all this chocolate in the house, I don't really know. But I have been eating quite a lot of lovely fresh fruit, and that, I can't wait for summer to come really and to get some growing in the garden again. Our garden is starting to burst into life. There's daffodils everywhere, which is just glorious and makes me happy too. So yeah, this is my happy week. Oh, and my book, which I told you about last time, is coming on apace. The deadline is approaching, but it's going really, really well, and it's available for pre-order now, which is scary really. It's available for pre-order now at Waterstones and on Amazon, which is just awesome, and I am loving writing it. I found out so much in the process about the science behind happiness. I'm so excited to share with you because that forms part of the book. And one of the things I found this week that I definitely wanted to share was that when it comes to cheering yourself up if you're not feeling very happy, there's a number of things that can really, really help. And I'll do a whole other vlog on this another time. But one of the things that can really help, apparently, is making a decision. So if you've floundering along and your brain's panicking and doesn't know what to do, you can feel really, really stressed. If you just make a decision, it doesn't even matter if it's the right decision or not, allows your brain to settle and those chemicals to subside a little, and you will feel happier. And that's a really good thing to know, because sometimes I procrastinate thinking I'll get to the right decision, and actually I can end up in a bit of a quandary. The absolute trouble with filming in my lounge, let me tell you, is that people walk past the window and I get really distracted and keep wanting to look over there. And the very last thing, hang on, I'll put you back because that's too close. The very last thing I wanted to share was that last week I was doing some filming with some other people, and I normally work on my own, and I was working with two teenagers, and I was absolutely blown away with their intelligence and their confidence. And it really made me think that although sometimes I think young people can be very confident these days, and gosh, not always respectful, particularly my kids, but that's not true, they are mostly. But yeah, I really liked how self-assured they were, and that they were comfortable talking to me, an adult, on film, to all of you. And I just thought it was marvellous, and they were a real pleasure to work with, and it was nice. And I think I'm going to do a bit more collaborative stuff. Anyway, I've talked for ages, haven't I? I hope you've had a great week. They're my 10 fabulous things. So from art to food to flowers to teenagers. Yeah, life is good, and I hope it is for you too. Take care, everyone, and I will see you soon.